Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor got another shave of the day, and today we're going to be using Hendrix Southern Comfort. If you like Southern Comfort, kind of whiskey kind of thing, more of a color, but kind of like what's going on here, put that scent to it with a little bit extra, kind of like a bar that's been dribbled with Southern Comfort. Let's put it that way. Yeah, good stuff. Like it. And then we're going to be using the first use of the Gillette 7 o'clock yellows with the Krisp razor. Nice little combo, especially with the first use. Nice and sharp. And then I was like, had this brush out. I was like, oh no, it's covered in suds. I'm going to clean it up here a little bit so you can see it. I got this little guy out. I was like, it's not a new brush. It's like, probably hadn't seen the light of day in a while because it was parked behind all my other brushes up on the shelf. And it's got kinds of, it's clear with checks and stuff on it. But I was like looking at it, I was like, man, I haven't seen that thing and used it in a while. And I was like looking at the top of it and I go, it's the Ken Surf 2023 shave brush. And I'm like, oh yeah, now I remember where I got that thing. You know, it's like Ken Surf was doing like a giveaway. He's giving out all kinds of stuff. And I got a brush. So, yeah. Anyway. Man, it reminds me, I haven't seen a video from Ken Surf in forever. I gotta look at my feeds. You know, there's a lot of videos, people I used to watch all the time that I don't see anymore. It's like, I've known that for a while there, YouTube was like screwing things up. It's like, would look at my feed, you know, it's like all my subscriptions, like, who the heck is this? Who's this? I don't know these people. I got all these channels in my feed. And like, okay, I don't know, like, why am I getting this video in my feed that I'm subscribed to of some kid opening toys and stuff? I'm like, no, it's not something I want to watch. You know, it's like all kinds of other stuff. There's one cooking show. I was like, you know what? That's actually kind of interesting. I'm going to keep that one. But it's like this. I think this is a Badger brush, but maybe it's a Badger or a really good synthetic. I don't remember. I should have looked at it closer before I started using it. But it just annoys the crap out of me that I got all these people in my feeds I never subscribed to. And then I think I lost people too. It's like, I have to go look. And I think about it. Yeah, I haven't seen a video from Ken Surf in a while. So I got to go look and see if I've been unsubscribed or something. Ooh, slick soap. Hendrix is good stuff. Nice and slick. Comparable to Sterling. And Hendrix, he has a bunch of scents that are really good for shave soaps. I got a list of all the ones that, like, he sent me samples way back in the day to, because he was doing a giveaway on one of the Facebook feeds groups, and I won, and they gave me I got this one. It was exactly this one. It was Southern Comfort. I got the soap and the splash, which, you know, here's the splash right here. And I got it, and I was like, hey, you know, I do put out videos. And he's like, check me out. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll subscribe. And he sent me samples of every soap that he had, every sample he had, which is cool. Is that they're not the size that you have of like Sterling samples, which are 1 ounce, which is really good. You can buy a Sterling sample and go shave for a long time on those. Cost you money, but you know, he sent all these samples to me, and I was like, big old bag of them. And I'm like, wow, these are good. I went through them. It's like, okay, I like this one. I like this one. I'm like, I'm not sure about this one. Listen, now I don't like that scent. Soaps are good. I tried them all. Shave with them. They all comparable performance when it comes to the shave. It's just the scents. It's like, that's the thing. You get certain scents, like, not my thing. It's like other ones, like, wow, I love this. So I got all this is on a piece of paper in the box. And I got another box that's in the other room above my curio cabinet, which is full of alcohol. Yes, I have a lot of alcohol. So I don't drink a lot, but I like the flavors. It's like smell the aromas, and then I taste testing and all that. It's like I could put a small dram of like that much in a glass, whiskey glass, and just sit there and take me maybe 2 hours to drink it, because I'll just sit there and slowly sip it. Oh no, suds everywhere, and just enjoy it. That's how I operate. I don't drink it for the buzz. I drink it for the experience and the aroma and the taste. So it takes me a long time to go through a bottle. And when I finish a bottle, it's like, oh, goodbye, my old friend. You were so good. I enjoyed you. Done. Oh, my nose feels like it's starting to plug up. Oh, man. Oh, that's something I've been having problems with here in the last few days. Kind of a head cold. Ugh. Been bugging me. Just won't go away. And today it's a rainy, cold day. It's like 55 degrees. Yesterday was 90 something degrees, sweating your ass off if you're outside. And then today it's 55. Wet and rainy. Like the Pacific Northwest showed up pretty much. And so got the windows open right now. Did I turn off the air? I don't think I turned the air off, but it isn't running, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's this is October 6th. Yes, October 6th. So, yeah, the weather is kind of abnormally hot right now this time of year. Normally we're in it stays in the 60s and 70s usually this time of year because it's October, but this year it's been up in the 90s. Like, ugh. Summer won't go away. I like fall. It's like have fall around. So I won't be riding my motorcycle today. I don't want to go out in the rain. And my friend came over the other night. He just showed up on his Kawasaki 1500 Nomad, which I've ridden. When he first got it, I was the one that rode it all the way from Western Iowa. He's like, hey, could you help me get this bike? Okay, yeah. Like, what do you want me to do? He's like, well, I don't know much about the bike yet. And I was like, I've ridden the same bike. I've sold the things. Back when I was doing power sports sales. I was like, yeah, I've ridden that exact bike. Heck, I might even sold that exact bike. And because the guy who said, yeah, I bought it in Des Moines, probably was one. I probably sold that bike to him. He's like, you remember me? And he says, you look familiar. It's like, I told him I worked at that place. And he was like, maybe I did buy that bike from you. I'm like, possibly. And so it was like you had to ride a whole bunch of like 3 miles of gravel to get to the hardtop. And my friend who bought the bike, he was like, I don't know. It was like if I got on gravel, I just fall over. It's like I can't ride in gravel. I was like, it's the same as riding on the road. It's just a little more squirrely. You know, it's like I grew up on dirt bikes and stuff, and so I guess I never even thought twice about it, you know. So I rode it out, rode it to the hardtop, and then we stopped and got some dinner. I said, "You want to ride it the rest of the way home?" He said, "Oh, you can ride it home. I'll just like, all right, I'll just ride it to your house." And so a 2-hour ride later, I was like, cruising along, and then every once in a while, really, damn, I'm doing 80. I better slow down. That thing just loves to cruise. That's the nice thing about those bikes. So, yeah. So he came over and asked me if I've ridden my bike lately. I said, "Oh yeah, this was it Thursday night he came over?" Yeah. I was like, "Oh, I rode my bike over to church, you know, my Wednesday night church activities." So like, just ride it on over. Enjoy taking the sucker out. And he was like, "Okay." He doesn't know though that I got a second bike. He has 2 bikes. He's got a Kawasaki, I think it's a 800, 900, something like that. Cruiser. That was his bike he learned on. That bike, I was the one that went and picked it up and rode it all the way back to Des Moines too. Like, see, there's a trend here. You know, it's like he doesn't trust himself on new bikes. So I'm like, that's fun. Cruise along. Oh, what exciting things happened yesterday morning. I got up at dark early. Watched the Vikings-Browns football game. That was in London. Oh, man. Interesting game. The Vikings won. Yay. My wife was happy with that, too, because she's a Steelers fan. So the Browns are in her division. So it's like, if they lose, she's happy. It's like, she's happy if all of the people in her division lose. And except for, I was like, wasn't too happy because the Ravens were playing the Lions, and I was like, "Come on, Ravens win!" Because I'm a Vikings fan. I want the Lions to lose, and they didn't lose. They stomped all over the Ravens' guts, and enjoyed themselves all over them. So one of the interesting thing is like our kicker is really good. He doesn't miss. And we're like watching the game, and he goes to kick a field goal. For him, it was just a chip shot, and the ball's going straight, and all of a sudden, ding, it goes this way. I'm like, what the hell just happened? I've never seen it. It's like how that curved like that. And later you find out there were cables hanging down in front of the goalpost. So the ball hit the cable and goes off to the side, and they're like, you owe us 3 points. As he don't miss. So, yeah, about that. So it became a kind of a meme this morning. We were sitting around at breakfast, messaging the family, my son. We're all messaging each other. My wife's family, they're all football fans. Rabid football fans that love to talk about football. American football, not that soccer stuff. But it's like, oh yeah. And my brother-in-law says, oh, it's like cables hanging down and drones. And it's like, yeah, okay, how about we just have a new kind of football, combat football, where you get a drone, each side gets a drone that wanders around the field, trying to cause havoc, trying to block balls and kicks and passes and that kind of thing. Getting in the face of players and that kind of thing. Causing havoc. A new form of football. So each side has one drone to play with. And then he goes, oh, yeah. It's like, that'd be cool. And then I said, all right, you know what? In the last 2 minutes of each half of the game, another drone comes out and a random fan gets to control it. And they're like, oh, that's a cool idea. Man, it's like, and then it's like, well, you got to make sure they can see the drone. And the drone has like a little football or like a little player with his uniform that's on all four sides of this drone, so they can tell it if they on that side. So the drones could be fighting each other too. You could take the other drone out. And the drone's got to start, back where the linebackers are starting. It's like we really got into it. We really had to start throwing down some rules and ideas. And I said, think anybody would watch that? And I was like, I'd watch that. That's kind of a cool idea. It was like, you got what the heck is that? There's a new league that's starting in football. I don't even know if they even survived the season, but I remember last spring they were showing games or something before, I think they ended in June or August. I can't remember. I gotta look it up. I think The Rock was part of it, backing part of one of the teams. Yeah, that'd be an interesting new sport. Drone football. Combat football. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It was like the Vikings played in Dublin the week before. And one of the announcers was like, I was watching, I seen this rugby game, and it's like, man, these guys with no pads playing like it's football. It's like American football started from rugby. It's like it was a combination of soccer and rugby together, and it just evolved into American football. And we were watching it, and they asked me, "What do you think of American football?" And it's something to the effect of a bunch of pansy-ass players running around with pads on. Like, well, I played both games. There's something to be said about it, Like, you can get injured in both games, though. I shattered somebody's leg once in rugby. Took him. I hit him low because I owed him. I think I told the story before, but we're playing. God, who was it? It wasn't Marquette. Maybe it was Marquette. And I had the ball, and I'm running forward, and the guys were scrummed up over top of me. We were going forward, and they were holding me up, and I'm like holding the ball and going forward. And this guy comes up and grabs me by the back of the head and just goes, bam! Right, and he knees me right in the face. My nose, blood everywhere. And I seen the guy playing on the field. He was like being just a dick about things. So there's one spot right there, and I seen him. He had the ball, and I went flying across the field. I had blood coming down the front of my jersey. And they were looking at me like, damn. Like, I just trying to get my senses. And by the time I got it's like the stars disappeared. I seen this guy running across the field, and he had the ball, and I just went flying across. And I just dove, and I put my shoulder right. And just as he planted his leg, I hit him right in the femur, right in the leg. And all of a sudden I heard this, like, and that screech, and it was like the ball went flying out. And, well, they sort of called a penalty, but too low of a hit type of thing. But the bastard owed it. Worth it. That's all I gotta say. Oh, never mess with the props at the time. The big guys. We're gonna go squish you like a bug. Oh, that's smooth. Nice shave. Excellent combo, man. Let's put on some. Oh, it smells good. Yes. Oh, the neighbor with his dirt bike's out. You can hear it? I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, Kawasaki 250 dirt bike. Well, it's all-purpose dirt bike. You know, it's the ones that you got signals on them and everything, but it can go off-road. It's basically a dirt bike with signals on it, which, you know, so you can take it and license it. So, yeah, but he rides it every once in a while. You can hear it. Like, there we go, a little bit of Southern Comfort. Ah, smells good. Now I'm gonna put some lotion on. Ah, there we go. But yeah, that's everything that kind of happened this week. I don't think of anything else really exciting, other than I skipped church to watch football. Everybody was like, "Where's Rusty at?" He's watching football. Like, oh, okay. This early? They playing on the East Coast? No, they're playing in London. I go, oh, they explained it. Like, yeah, they're playing dark early. 6-hour time difference, you know. So. That smells good. All right, so that's the shave of the day, everybody. Just to remember, there is an affiliate link down below to the Razor Company. So if you want something from the Razor Company, click on the link. All right, there we go. Hendrix. Southern Comfort. There we go. That's better. Here we go. Good stuff. And then we had the first use of the 7 o'clock yellows with the Krisp razor. Nice shave of the day. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.